The United States Special Operations Command, or US SOCOM, has its headquarters at MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, Florida. It is the only unified combatant command legislated into being by Congress and is charged with overseeing the Special Operations Component Commands of the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, and Air Force. The Special Operations Forces, or SOF, conduct covert and clandestine missions such as special reconnaissance, counterterrorism, unconventional warfare, and many other special operations. US SOCOM is a combatant command with global responsibilities. A special operator needs to be equipped and trained to work in every environment within the world, in the air, on the land, on the surface of the sea, and below the sea. SOCOM has component organizations of its own that mirrors the services. So you will hear mention of the United States Army Special Operations Command, or USASOC, the Air Force Special Operations Command, AFSOC, the Marines, MARSOC. The Navy component is referred to as the Naval Special Warfare Command, or NSWC. The logo for US SOCOM is the spear, and this symbol is incorporated into the SBIR logo as the letter I. The special operators are at the tip of that spear, and they require leading-edge technology. When SOCOM sends special operators into harm's way, it wants them to have a technological advantage over their adversaries. As the saying goes, a level playing field is for sports, not war. The US SOCOM, SBIR, and STTR programs focus exclusively on the needs of the warfighter. Topics in the SOCOM solicitations are aligned with officially documented programs of record that verify a need for special operations forces. US SOCOM generally participates in the first DoD solicitation of the fiscal year. Phase 1 SBIR and STTR awards are for $150,000 and typically last 6 months. Phase 2 awards are for up to $1 million and for 2 years' effort. An interesting point is that 50% of SOCOM Phase 2s began as non-SOCOM SBIR STTR efforts. Companies that have relevant Phase 1 awards from other agencies are encouraged to take advantage of this cross-agency option. US SOCOM wants to see leading-edge technologies get to Phase 2 and benefit the special operator. In order to be successful in Phase 3, you must understand the requirements of the Program Executive Office, or PEO, that is funding your SBIR award. It is important that you deliver your work on time and on budget, as US SOCOM wants reliable suppliers. When working with SOCOM, there are various avenues that a small business can investigate to determine if SOCOM may have a need for your technology. The Technical Experimentation, or TE, events are held 3 times a year and provide a unique opportunity for technology developers to interact with the SOF community in a collaborative environment. There is an application process to participate in a TE event. Another opportunity to gain more exposure is through attendance at the Special Operations Forces Industry Conference, or SOFIC, held in May each year in Tampa, Florida. This is where the leaders of SOCOM clarify what they need from industry. A third source is the Technology and Industry Liaison Office, also referred to as the TILO office. In the link section of this tutorial, you will find a link to TILO, as well as the other resources mentioned. In closing, let's introduce the SOCOM PEOs. The Program Executive Offices are acquisition organizations that reside within the Special Operations Forces Acquisition, Technology, and Logistics Center, or SOF AT&L. Each PEO has a military or civilian official at the helm who has responsibility for directing several major defense acquisition programs and non-major system acquisition programs. PEO C4 is responsible for command, control, communications, and computers. It includes enterprise networks transport, tactical comms, as well as military information support operations. PEO Fixed Wing is responsible for special operations manned and unmanned fixed-wing air power capabilities. PEO Maritime's vision is to build unmatched, affordable surface and undersea platforms that deliver SOF safely and undetected anytime and anywhere on the globe. PEO Rotary Wing is responsible for providing the SOF community with the advanced vertical lift capability available to the U.S. military. SOF Warrior provides enhanced lethality, mobility, and survivability while performing ground SOF activities across the spectrum of conflict in all environment conditions. The Program Executive Office for Special Reconnaissance, Surveillance, and Exploitation, PEO SSRSE, is responsible for the acquisition, fielding, and sustainment of intelligence systems for Special Operations Forces. The systems contribute directly to U.S. SOCOM priorities to deter, disrupt, and defeat terrorist threats and sustain and modernize the force in persistent intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. And finally, PEO Special Operations Forces Support Agency of PEO SOFSA supports the SOF community through the execution of contracting, financial management, and operations oversight to ensure dedicated, responsive, and cost-effective contractor logistics support services. PEO Services provides the U.S. SOCOM commander and acquisition executive with the leadership to execute and oversee efficient and optimized services acquisition. To learn more about the U.S. SOCOM SBIR program, please look at the components website. Also be sure to look at TILO, the Technical Industrial Liaison Office, and learn more about the U.S. SOCOM PEOs.